Temptation. We pray in the Lord's Prayer as Christians oftentimes, lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. But temptation is a part of our everyday life, but sometimes it's hard to know what are we drawn to that is good? What are we being drawn to that is bad? How do we not slip into a place of legalism or fundamentalism that adds something to the gospel that is a try harder behavioral aspect of earning our salvation? But at the same time, how do we avoid sin and what would hurt us and hurt others and steal the glory of God? Temptation is a hard thing to figure out sometimes. But Jesus knows temptation as well. In fact, in Hebrews, it says this in chapter 4, we have a great high priest who has passed through the heavens, Jesus, the Son of God. So let us hold fast our confession. For we do not have a high priest who is unable to sympathize with our weakness, but one who in every respect has been tempted as we are, yet without sin. So let us then with confidence draw near to the throne of grace, that we may receive mercy and find grace to help in time of need. So what that just said is that Jesus has been tempted in every way, just like we are. And maybe you know temptation. Maybe you have given in deeply to temptation. Maybe it's no longer just temptation. It's just active sin in your life. Maybe there are destructive behaviors that you're pursuing, or maybe you're really warring against some thoughts, or maybe you haven't really even thought about this for a while. But Jesus wants to step into our life to help us know discernment of what is good and evil, to reveal where we're being tempted into things that can hurt us and others. And so this Lent, we are going to engage in a study of Luke chapter 4. Luke chapter 4 documents Jesus being tempted in the wilderness for 40 days by Satan himself. 40 days is a long time. Satan is a pretty significant adversary as well. So what happened during these 40 days? Why was Jesus being tempted? How was he being tempted? How can we see in how Jesus was tempted a model for how we are tempted in our lives as well, so that we can resist that and move towards things that are flourishing, not towards things that bring destruction? So this Lent, together, we're going to study the temptation of Christ to see how we are tempted and how Christ himself will walk through that with us as he has experienced temptation in the same ways that we have, but has resisted without sin, so that we can look into our lives to receive the comfort of Christ and the victory of Christ and to be able to share that with others as well. Join me in a study of the temptation of Christ.